Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look now at some of the stocks on the move today. We're joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta. I'll make you make the choice this morning. You want to do chips or banks, or how do you want to start, Kriti?
Good morning, John. We'll start with the banks because that feels like the most exciting and volatile stocks this morning. I'll start with Bank of America here. They just came out with their earnings about 15 minutes ago. BAC is your ticker. Shares higher by about 2%, trading just shy of $38 a share. Now, the Bank of America numbers are as follows. Beat on net interest income, $14.44 billion. The estimate there was about $14.36 billion. The first quarter trading revenue, is also coming in hotter than expected, $5.65 billion. The estimate was about $5.5. So some strong numbers out of B of A, and some comments, by the way, from Brian Moynihan, the CEO as well, saying that the consumers maintained a healthy credit quality. We'll see what they have to say on their earnings call. But right now, good news for Bank of America, and the stock is trading accordingly. We are, of course, waiting for Citigroup earnings as well. So that stock is already higher this morning, just shy of 1%, trading with the ticker, C, trading at about $63 and change. So some positivity banked into the bank stocks this morning. We should talk about the the car stocks first, the auto tariffs reprieve that we're going to get, because Ford shares are unchanged this morning, but General Motors are actually selling off. And this might be a reaction to yesterday's gains, but GM is the ticker to keep an eye on. Down about 0.6%, trading just shy of $45 per stock. I keep wanting to say per barrel. It's per stock, Boeing is also seeing quite a bit of volume to the downside. BA is your ticker, trading just shy of $154 per share, down about 4%. Now, this one's interesting because it comes off of a headline here that China is ordering a halt to Boeing jet deliveries as part of the trade war. This is something that Ryanair CEO Michael O'Leary had also talked about in terms of delaying some of the Boeing deliveries as well.
Boeing just can't get a break, it seems, lately.
They can't get a break, but the China headline is interesting because in the last couple of years after the 737 MAX crash, China was also the very last regulator in the world to lift the ban on the 737 MAXs. So as a function, Boeing's kind of exposure to China went from something like 12% a couple of years ago down to about 3%. So really keep an eye on how reactive this stock is relative to how much actual exposure they have to China. But nevertheless, taking a beating this morning, to your point. We talk about PepsiCo as well, John. PEP is the ticker, down about 1% this morning, trading at $145 a share. Bank of America downgrading the stock to a neutral, so calling for slower snack growth. If that's the recession indicator, I'm a little worried there. But PepsiCo certainly taking a beating. Their price target of $155 a share, trading at $145 right now. So a little bit of upside according to Bank of America, but still trading at a neutral.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.